Welcome to Physicality Therapy's Pilates. Today, totally improvised workout. I don't know what we're going to do next. It's a nice mix, it's going to be a full body session. Let's go. So we're going to start off with our warm up. So from here, we're going to get ourselves set in our standing position. So get our pelvis set, shoulder, collarbones nice and wide, shoulder blades tucked down into our back pockets, neck. Feel like there's a helium balloon attached to the top of your head, pulling that neck up slightly, elongating that neck. Get ourselves set there, and then from there we're going to go into a bit of a arms workout first. So you're going to pull both your arms up. I'm going to twist one arm out and back in, one arm out and back in, out, in, out, in, out, and in. Like this, and then from there we're going to go into our Cleopatra. So we're going to go out, extend out, tip. So we're going to go out, extend out, tip our arms over, come back in, out, extend out, tip over, come back in. Try and keep that pelvis centered, try and keep that neck nice and long, try and not get those shoulders coming up towards your ears. Go out, and we're going to come back. Out and back. Do a few more of these. Extend those arms. And then if we come back to these arms, just going out and back. As we go out, we're going to go up onto our toes and come back down. So, just to show you this, we're going to go out, up onto our toes, back down as we come back. So it's going to be one movement, so as we go out, we're coming up, as we come back, we're going down. Up onto our toes, nice and controlled. Control that up and down. And then we're going to go up and hold, and come back down. Up and hold, and come back down. And this time we're really going to throw the balance off. We're going to go up, we're going to go into our extended arms and hold. Bring those arms back in as we come back down. And we're going to make this a bit more dynamic. So we're going to go up into both of our heels. I'm going to drop one as we keep doing our arms out. So we're going to drop one heel, come back up. Like this, you're going to get into a bit of a walking motion. Nice little warm up for the feet. Now Pilates, you can do this in your shoes or without. Some people get a lot better feedback through their feet if they do it without their shoes. It's totally up to yourself. What you feel comfortable with is easier in socks. These trainers are quite flexible, so I'm lucky with these. We've just done these because we just filmed our HIIT workout. So it's a bit of a cool down after that for me. So you can use these Pilates whenever. I sometimes use them as a cool down. I'm going to tip into our arms now. Sometimes use them as a cool down or as a little bit of a warm up. Just something nice to just work on that flexibility work. Right, from there, we're now going to do a roll down onto the mat. So come to the end of your mat. From there, get your feet set again at this position, and we're going to roll down. So imagine that each bone in that spine, that you're like a string of pearls, you're going to roll one pearl at a time down that string. As we roll down, you may need to flex your knees just a little bit to come down, and then we're going to come back up and roll down and come back up. And then from there we're going to roll right down this time. So you're going to roll down, out, those hands out, Come down into our 4-point kneeling position here. From here, we're going to work on some holds. So from here, we're going to work on our knee lifts. So tucking your toes under, hands shoulder width apart, body nice and straight, and just lift the knees and come back down. Breathe out to lift and come back down. And breathe in on the way down. Do a few of these. Nice and up and down. And down. One more. Up and down. And from there, get yourselves nice and flat on your mat. And from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go into our swimming level 2. So we're going to do our swimming legs. So imagine you're reaching behind you to push a button. You're going to reach back with that leg. Reaching back. Just keep your head nice and relaxed on your hands. I'm just going to bring mine up so you can hear me. But head should be in this position on those hands. And you're going to lift up and down. Up and down. Get into a nice rhythm with that. Stretching behind you. Try and reach that wall behind that mat. Imagine you try and touch that wall. Reaching behind. Reaching. 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 Really reaching those legs. Brilliant. And then from there, what we're going to do is we're now going to rotate onto our side. And we're going to go into our clams. So on whichever side you've rotated onto, put the arm out so your head's resting on that shoulder. Align your shoulders, your hips and your heels down this mat. Knees bent. Hips bent to about 45, knees to about 90. From there, just make sure that you've rolled sufficiently forwards, just so that you're in a nice neutral position. Again, watch our centering video, or our Pilates Start Here video, about centering, about how to set yourself. And then from there, rotate that top hip up. Imagine you've got a drink on this hip, so this hip shouldn't really be doing a lot, especially sort of at this region. Shouldn't be doing a lot up here at all as we're rotating through. So try and keep that pelvis nice and straight as we're rotating through that hip and up. And rotate up and back down. And do a few more of these, and then we're going to progress this move. It's a really good one. Those glutes, those muscles in our bottom that control so much, and also quite often people have problems with in terms of sciatic pain. So from there, we're going to progress this now to our level 2. So we're going to bring our heels up and we're going to rotate. Much harder movement now. Really keep everything. So his heels shouldn't be really far up, they should just be in line with the rest of your body now. So making those work, you'll start to feel that burn in those glutes. That's completely normal, keep going. I'll do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Brilliant, and relax down. From there, we're then going to roll onto our backs. Get yourself set in this position. It's a real leg burner today. So from there, you're gonna put your feet together. We're gonna get ourselves nice and set. So imagine that pelvis is that bucket again. You're rolling it forwards and backwards, or imagine that you've got a diamond on your tummy, so from your pubic bone to your belly button there. So imagine that diamond, you've got a marble in that diamond, and you don't want to, and you're rolling that marble side to side, forwards and backwards, and you're finding that point where it won't roll anymore because you're right in the centre. So from here, we're going to go into our hip twist. So we're just going to start off with a nice level one. So we're just going to start off with a single leg. So how that looks for you is you just drop in one out and coming back in. One out and back in. So we just drop in that hip out. So as you drop, it probably drops the wrong way, so you should just roll in that hip. So you're not dropping it out, because that's going to, what that's going to do is that's going to upset this pelvis. It's going to move that pelvis. So you're going to keep that pelvis still. So as you're moving that hip out, getting that control, you're going to keep that other leg still. Get that control. Really simple movement on paper, it looks like, but quite difficult to really master and really get that movement isolated. From there, we're going to move into our level two. We're going to move one and then the other one. So this time you've really got to keep that pelvis still, because you move into the opposite side straight after. You're just rolling out to the border of that foot and coming back in. Rolling out and back in. So we'll do a couple more of these to each side. More. And then from there we're going to go into a bridge sequence. So again, reaching those arms down, making sure you set yourself. Get your feet this time sort of shoulder width apart again. Get that pelvis set, get it in a nice position. From there, you're going to tuck that tailbone under. You're going to rise up. Imagine you're peeling one pearl off at a time, one little bone off at a time of that spine. Up onto the shoulders, to our shoulder bridge position, and roll those back down. So again, rolling one bone at a time, rolling up one bone at a time, and rolling back down one at a time. Get that control. We're going to build this sequence, so this is going to be a nice little sequence. So we're going to build this up. So now hold that bridge. Hold that bridge. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and roll that down. And from that bridge position, we're now going to go up and hold. This time, we're going to float one leg up. So we're going to float that leg up, so it's going to be at 90 degrees. And come back down, and roll that bridge back down. So we're going to do the same again. We're going to roll up, float your leg up to 90 degrees, push through that supporting leg, hold that bridge, leg floats back down, and we're going to roll back down. We're going to roll up, hold that bridge, float one leg up, and we're going to tap. 1, 2. Leg goes down, bridge rolls back down. Roll our bridge up, leg up, tap. 1, 2. Leg goes down, bridge rolls back down. Now we're going to do it on the other leg. So we're going to roll our bridge up, other leg floats up, tap. 1, 2. Leg goes down, bridge rolls back down, and one more, bridge up, leg up. 1, 2 taps, and back down. And from this position now, we're going to go into our double leg. We're going to go into a double leg lift. So from here, we're going to float one leg up, the other leg up. And from here we're going to get our arms going. So we're going to pulse those arms like we're tapping little pools of water just out to the side of us. Keep those shoulder blades tucked down into our back pockets. Keep everything relaxed. Tapping, 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 tapping. Keep tapping. Keep tapping. And from there we're going to float one leg down, float the other leg down. Now from there we're going to repeat our glute sequence. So we're going to repeat our clams on the other side. So you can just roll over, just screw it over into this position just to show you. So from here again, get yourself aligned. So this is the other side this time. And we're going to move this top hip again. So we're going to go to our level 1. Move this top, roll it up and down, up and down. Nice and relaxed, nice fluid movements. Up and down. Brilliant. Keep going. Now we're going to progress into our level 2. So bringing our heels up, progress this movement. Now we're going to move that top leg. Feel that burn. Keep going. Keeping everything as still as you can from that hip up. Try and keep those feet glued together in the air. Keep moving. Keep moving. Brilliant. And then from there we're going to lower back down. We're going to roll back onto our back. Now do some abdo prep. So from this position, get your feet nice and set, get yourself set with your pelvis. And from here, we're just going to slide up and back down. Slide up and back down. What you imagine is you've got a peach in between your chin and your chest. You don't want to squash that peach. So you're just raising those shoulder blades up off the mat and coming back down. Shoulder blades up and back down. Shoulder blades up and back down. So keep going, remember that peach. Keep that neck nice and elongated. And now we're going to go into our oblique prep. So from here, we're going to peel over and back down. Same principles apply. So we're going to go to each side, keep that gap between that chin and that chest as you roll over. Doesn't matter how far off the ground you get, it's the rotation that you need. So if you just go into here, that's absolutely fine. We're rotating as we come up. Rotating, coming down. Get that control, keep that control. Rotate and come down. Rotate and come down. Rotate and come down. And then from there now, we're gonna just do some nice stretches. So we're gonna roll back over onto our back, onto our front even, but on our back. And then from there, we're going to go into our cobra stretch. So from this position, we're going to just raise up, keeping that length. Elbows nice and soft. And then come back down. Raise up, elbows nice and soft, not really pushing through the hands, getting all that movement from the back. And coming down. One more of those. And stretch up. And we're going to come back down. And from there, we're going to do one more of those stretches. And this time, as we stretch up, we're going to bring our arms back. We're going to press ourselves up. We're going to bring our legs through. We're going to sit back onto our heels, stretch back, and with our heels still tucked under us, we're going to stretch forwards like this. Hold. Try and stretch a little more if you can. And come back. And that marks the end of our Pilates workout for today. So a nice mixture of moves, quite a bit of sort of focusing on those legs, focusing on that hip mobility, that glutes mobility. Hope you've enjoyed it. Again, comment below anything that you want to see. We're going to be pushing out quite a bit of content, especially this week. So comment below and we'll see what you enjoy, see what you haven't enjoyed, and we'll make some content.